Good morning, John. Thanks for being with us this morning. Does this mean the US Navy is giving credence to the existence of alien aircraft?
No, I think it means the U.S. Navy is giving credence to the fact that there are some unexplained things that continue to happen and that they need to be investigated.
What sort of unexplained things continue to happen?
Well, you know, I've been a pilot for more than half a century and in military as well. And I've always wanted to see something and never have. But there was one thing that has come up out 2004 that was only released a couple of years ago from two F-18s not too far from San Diego that I have no rational explanation for. I mean, it doesn't prove that this is an extraterrestrial craft that they were following, but it was certainly nothing aerodynamic. And with that, I think there probably are others out there, other encounters of one sort or another that we can't explain.
What did the F-18s report seeing?
Well, they not only reported seeing, but you have the gun camera view that is basically available, the infrared camera on the internet. And it's a little thing that looks like, well, I think they described it as a tic-tac, but with kind of protrusions on each side. But it's doing things in a turn that no aerodynamic aircraft ever could. And that doesn't even include the departure from the area. I've seen a lot of stuff that you could at first think was, well, maybe this is something strange. Maybe it's a UFO, and then it turns out to be the moon coming over the horizon or something. But this one, it has made a believer out of me to the extent that we've got things we can't explain.
And if they are being reported by military pilots as well, you would assume that there's a certain amount of credence that can be given to the reports.
I think in most cases, the world's military aviators, myself included, are pretty serious people. When it comes to reporting something like that, first of all, I don't think you could fabricate that gun camera visage without an awful lot of help from a lot of people, and I don't think you're going to find that among the military. So I think the thing that you saw there is what they saw. What it is the thing that we really can't say. But when you look out, as you know, Carl Sagan was supposed to have said, at the billions and billions of galaxies, it's a little bit arrogant of us to think that nobody's visited.
How is this process going to work then? How's it likely to work?
I think it simply makes a more precise version of a program internally for how to process things when Navy pilots, and for that matter, Air Force pilots, happen to see something that they can't explain and that there is some independent data for it, such as radar traces, etc. It doesn't mean that we've got some revelation already, but there was a program way back in the 50s and the 60s called Project Blue Book that the U.S. Air Force ran and shut down, and it was never really handled very well. Hopefully this program from the Navy will be much more precise.